Hi everybody, Jay Hockey here. Today I'm playing Sticks and Stones on Summit. I'm going to be talking about a couple of issues today. The first issue is my capture card, and the second issue is my experience with the military. So, about my capture card is when I first started recording, I had a Dazzle, and it allowed me to record good quality video, but the software it came with was expired, so I couldn't actually upload my videos to YouTube. So I had to go through this long, arduous process of actually getting my videos uploaded. So I decided, hey, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm just going to get a capture card that I can actually directly upload my videos to YouTube with. So, which leads me to getting this capture card, which is actually a Diamond VC500, which I highly recommend that you don't get, because as you can tell, what it does is it causes your video to be squeezed, and it makes it look like you're watching standard definition on a high definition TV. So, highly recommend don't getting it. I'll be getting my Dazzle, or a new Dazzle here in a couple weeks. But my main issue today I'm going to talk about is my experience with the military, or lack thereof. Um, from the time I was little, all I ever wanted to do was be in the military, and I really wanted to be a pilot, but I really didn't care what I did. Um, so I really wanted to fly the F-15, but by the time I was actually old enough, they told me that, well, by the time you go through pilot school and you get out, the F-15 is actually going to be retired, and I really didn't have any interest in flying anything else. So I thought, okay, well, I'll just wait and see how things go. Well, a couple years went by, and um, it was getting time for me to actually join the military, and about that time I was diagnosed with ADD. I was 17 years old, and so I went and I talked to my recruiter, and he said, well, you know what, son, you've got ADD, so I don't think the military would be a really good fit for you. So that kind of dashed my world, and let a couple more years go by, and when I was 21 or 22, I thought, hey, let's give this military thing a try, and this time when I went and talked to the recruiter, I didn't tell him anything about my ADD, see if I could slip in that way. Well, so I got all my paperwork started, and I've been doing security work from the time I was 16 to 21 or 22. I think I was still doing private security work at the time. And so I thought, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go in as a military police officer. And they said, yeah, that's a really good idea. Well, with all your background in private security, you can go in as a sergeant. So I thought, hey, cool, I'm going to skip all these ranks and go in as a sergeant. So I get all my paperwork ready, and they say, but you got one issue, son. You're a little heavy for your size. Well, I'm 5'9", and at the time I was about 280 pounds. Well, I'm still 280 pounds now. But they said, son, what we need you to do is we need you to work on losing weight. So I went a strict diet of eggs, chicken, and water. Well, I had Crystal Light every other day, but that diet was really, really bland. So I'd ride my bike 12 miles a day, and I'd run about 4 miles a day. And I know you're thinking, hey, this fat guy run 4 miles? Yeah, right. Well, I've been playing hockey since I was about 10 years old. So even though I was short and fat, I was in shape. But the military didn't think I was really in shape. So, I lost about 100 pounds in between 3 and 4 weeks. But my recruiter says, hey, you know what, son, this just is not working out for you. And my boot camp date was coming up, and they say, well, why don't you just give it a couple more years, and you still have several more years before you can actually not join. So I thought, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna rush this, and I'm just gonna lose weight on my own schedule. Well, big mistake, because as time went by, I decided, hey, I don't want to be in the military anymore. Well, that's not exactly true. I still want to be in the military, but I guess I'm just too fat and lazy to do the work to lose all the weight. But now I can't actually join the military anyways, because they have this rule about not having more than 3 dependents, and I've got 5 kids, and I still am within the cutoff age to join the military, or at least I think I am. I haven't researched it because I'm too fat. So at this point, I play Call of Duty because it's the closest thing to the military I can get to. But yeah, that's my experience with the military. I would still love to be in the military, but at this point, it's not going to happen. And thank you for listening to me ramble for 5.5 minutes. This is Jay Hockey. Have a good day.